don't make it back down. We were just a little bit worried.
My daughter Sarah told me that you've got to make a joke, Dad, when you get on that medalist because it's going to look goofy, and so I took her advice on it. But you know, the truth is that Davis and I conspired together at a lot of points during the making of this movie because that 50-foot screen cost a lot of money. And he wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it, and we would conspire as to how to convince people who control the money.
To Jeff Skoll's credit, the Skoll participant paid for the movie. They'd given us a certain amount of money, and I went back and said, we need this much more for this job. The screen was the width of this whole stage, even more, and it was just very impactful. We're grateful to get it.
When you were shooting the film, the slideshow element of the film in the studio in Los Angeles, I understand that this is exactly the time that Katrina was hammering the Gulf Coast, and that during breaks in between takes you would huddle around your computer and everybody would be looking at the news. This had to be an incredibly powerful and poignant moment while making this film.
Well, even more than that, and I want Davis to jump in on this because he and I we had our plane tickets to go to New Orleans. I was scheduled to give my slideshow in New Orleans to the 50 state insurance commissioners on the topic specifically of hurricanes and global warming. Really. And Davis and Leslie Chokai had lined up a crew, and they had all the equipment and everything loaded and ready to go, and we were going to rendezvous there. And 3 days before the slideshow, which was the day or the day after Katrina eventually hit, 3 days before, they said, look, you know, we're going to have to cancel the insurance commissioners convention. And so we couldn't get to New Orleans, but it was very emotional for us, for all the reasons it was for everyone. It was such a horrible deal for those who were victims of it, but for all of us watching it, and then knowing, you know, that we had been scheduled, it was really violent.
Now, please take this in the fondest spirits. But Davis,